and value-added salvation. Our goal, this is how we summarize that. The goal is to motivate and direct all due allegiance or fealty and worship to the Creator of the universe, who without a doubt is identified and distinguished from all other deities by his marvelous works of creation and redemption. The Sabbath, therefore, is at the heart of his works.
Yes.
Our method, we use the following texts that led us to resonance. Genesis chapter 2, verse 1 to 3 points to the fact that God created the Sabbath by blessing it and setting apart, Amen, and setting it apart for holy use. Amen. So as ministers, it is imperative that we keep the Sabbath holy. By zealously guarding, Ellen White puts it, the edges of the Sabbath, sunset to sunset. Ezekiel 20 verse 12 speaks about sanctification, that the Sabbath is given as a sign of sanctification. Again, as ministers, we should allow ourselves to be sanctified by God. Ellen White says, I think it is in the book Desire of Ages, that if we faithfully kept the Sabbath, we would not sin. In other words, we would not break the other 9 commandments if we truly understood what it is to keep the Sabbath. Luke 4 verse 16, our example, Jesus Christ himself, the Bible says, as his custom was, Amen, he went to the synagogue on the Sabbath, as his custom was. So Jesus, as an example to all believers, also kept the Sabbath. So we should also be examples of how to keep the Sabbath. Hebrews 9 verse 4. In Hebrews 9 verse 4, we are given a picture of the most holy place. And inside the most holy place, within the Ark of the Covenant, we have the 2 tables of stone. As the foundation of God's government, as the foundation of God's throne, and in the heart of the 10 Commandments, we have the Sabbath, shining brighter than the 9. It is because the Sabbath tells us who the Creator of the universe is, his name, his title, and his territory.
Yes.
That is Exodus 20, verse 8 to 11. Amen. The Sabbath will be kept forever. Isaiah 62, verse 22. From one new moon to another, the new earth, the saints will keep the Sabbath. Again, in light or in view of what Christ is doing in the heavenly ministry, in the most holy place, there's a question that is posed in Revelation chapter 6, the last verse. Who then shall be able to stand? And we get a response in verse 1 of Revelation chapter 7. The messenger says there, do not hurt the earth until we are done seeing God's servants on their foreheads. And Revelation 14 from verse 6 speaks about this work of seeing. And there's the messenger in verse 6 who has the everlasting gospel. I'm told by my learned friends who have done Greek that the word has or have also implies that the messenger does not only possess the everlasting gospel, but the everlasting gospel possesses him also.
Hey! Yes! Hey! Pundit!
It is within the context of the 3 angels' messages that we proclaim the sanctity of the 7th day of the week. That God is the creator of the universe. That God is the redeemer of the universe. We should worship him, for he made the heavens and the earth, the springs of water and everything in it. Implementation, the outlets, how do we do this? Vigorous Bible studies through VOP lessons, VBX, vocational Bible experience. It is no longer called school, but experience. We should be involved as ministers in this work. I know for a fact that where I come from, ministers normally take a back seat when it comes to this sort of things. We allow the laity to take control, but I think we should be at the forefront in doing VOP lessons and these VBX lessons. Use of social media, Facebook, open YouTube channels, promulgate the sanctity of the Sabbath in connection with the everlasting gospel. Brethren, the Sabbath will be a test. God will use the Sabbath as a test in the final analysis of this earth's history. The issue of the image of the beast, the false Sabbath and the true Sabbath. So it is important that we be vigorous in our attempts to use social media to warn the world.
Amen.
Door to door, go to prisons, go to hospitals. We should talk about the Sabbath unapologetically. I know that my local pastor would be very pleased to see me here. He's a controversial figure in our district. He does not waste opportunities to speak about the Sabbath. Funerals, it doesn't matter the occasion. He will preach his message, but he will also speak about the Sabbath, because it will be a deciding factor between those who worship God, the true God of the universe, and those who worship the beast. Literature evangelism, we should distribute, especially the book Great Controversy, like the leaves of autumn. Like the leaves of autumn, she says. The use of media, DVDs. I had an experience in Bloemfontein in South Africa. An old man, an Afrikaner old man, came to our flat with intentions of evangelizing us. So in our discussions, I ended up giving him a DVD by Walter Fite. The long story short, he came back the following week and he was sobbing. He was saying to me, I can't believe that God would allow me to be lost almost all my life through the use of one DVD.
Amen.
Open air preaching, we need to be radical in our approach. My wife and I recently bought a mobile speaker. She's a powerful songwriter and musician. We should try using these methods. Get a speaker, get up there, allow your wife to sing and start preaching.
Yes. Oh. Yes, Pastor. Come on, Pastor.
Evaluation.
Yes, sir.
When we put the Sabbath in its proper place, we will have no atheists.
Amen.
We will have no evolutionists. Because the Sabbath points to God as the creator.
Yes.
Hey, come on now.
If we put the Sabbath in its proper place, saints in the church will come with a spirit of celebration. The Sabbath will no longer be a burden. They will have an understanding that the Sabbath is a sign of their redemption, and that they belong to a sovereign God who rules the universe. Families will be united. I'm told that the word Sabbath simply means rest, a time of rest. So if families were to keep the Sabbath as a unit, we would have unity in the family. 4, because the Sabbath will be central to the final issues of the Great Controversy. If we were to put the Sabbath in its proper place, the fires of persecution will be rekindled.
Hey, Bundes.
And the issues will be decided and we will go home. Thank you very much.